Good morning, everyone. It's good to be back. I know it's been a minute since I last made a video. Sorry about that. I've been really busy with my full-time job and also with it being spring and summer, been doing a lot of uh, spring cleaning and chores and landscaping, all that fun stuff. So, anyways, but I'm back and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm currently working on two different tutorials. The first one that will be coming out is on the male and female torso. I wanted to do a more in-depth tutorial on that since a lot of you have been asking for a video like that. And the second tutorial is again going to be the one on concept art, character design. That one's uh, been a work in progress for a while. It's definitely going to be a much longer formatted tutorial. Um, but anyways, I got those in the pipeline, and um, in the meantime, I'm gonna try to start posting more short videos like this one on my YouTube channel, and hopefully you guys find these helpful. Um, I wanted to allow you guys to watch my process in real time on this video. As you can see, I provided the reference. One thing I've discovered is drawing from classic uh, sculpture is actually really helpful for learning anatomy and how to develop form and how to develop convincing anatomy. Those old masters, they definitely knew what they were doing, and I mean, those statues look very realistic, but they still had to streamline and design the shapes and the anatomy to make it appealing. And there's a lot to learn from those. So I definitely recommend that you, if you're not doing that already, um, incorporate doing some studies of ancient Greek and Roman statues. And just statuary in general is very helpful. It shows you get to um, see the figure in the round and in a three-dimensional representation, and it still forces you to um, translate that to a 2D space. So I think it's a very helpful exercise. As I'm working on this sketch, I hope you guys have been able to notice how soft and light my initial lay-in is. As I'm trying to block out the main masses, the mass of the rib cage, the pelvis, blocking in those primary lines of action, the torso line, the hip line, the shoulder line, um, getting the gesture um, of the pecs and the nipple line and of the clavicles, and also that clavicular fossa, which is that indentation that is formed by the convergence of the upper pectoral muscles with the deltoids. Um, that's also a very helpful gesture line to establish before you start adding your darker, more committed lines. Um, and as with everything that I have shown you guys so far, it's always very important to work from general to specific to get those broad strokes and those primary shapes first, and then once you have those established, then you work towards the smaller details, and that's when you can kind of start adding the icing to the cake, if you will. One nice thing too with doing these studies of marble statues, which tend to just be like a solid um, single color. There's only really one local color with most of these statues. You don't have to get um, bogged down by color variation or anything like that. You can just really focus on form, lighting, and line work. And I like to use these studies too as an opportunity to work on streamlined lighting, finding those core shadows and cast shadows in a very gestural fashion. Again, those core shadows, usually they will be found um, on the planes that are about 90 degrees turning away from the light source. And those cast shadows, those of course, they're usually caused by overlapping shapes, overlapping forms. So those are definitely things you wanna look for. And it's kind of nice if you just focus on, especially with these quicker studies where it's just more gestural. In regards to lighting, just focusing on finding either cast shadows or core shadows. Um, and then if you have time, you can kind of spend a little more time finding the halftones and those dark accents. And so one question or comment that I've seen fairly often on Instagram and also on YouTube from a number of you guys is asking where I find my reference or how I know what to draw. Um, Honestly, the internet, you can look anywhere, but I find Pinterest to be very helpful. Um, I use Bodies in Motion. It's a subscription that I pay for. I just paid for a full year, but I think it's great. You have really high res images. You have full on videos of a wide variety of different motions. Motions that range from like dance, parkour, um, gymnastics, and martial arts. That's a fantastic resource. So yeah, again, Pinterest is great. But honestly, I mean, even Google is good. I think one of the big things to remember is it's always better to be drawing and to get that pencil mileage, especially when you're kind of just getting started. I wouldn't put too much thought or overthink what you're drawing. I think it's more important to just draw, and so don't think like, oh, I have to find the perfect reference or the perfect face or the perfect um, image to draw from. So I can post this on social media or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just whenever you come across images that you find appealing or that you like or that you think you'd enjoy drawing, just draw it. Just go ahead and draw it, and uh, that'll help you develop that hand-eye coordination and help you develop um, that muscle memory, and also um, help build up your internal archive of visual shapes and motifs and um, things to draw from when you're doing your own conceptual work in the future. Um, so yeah, I definitely recommend that if you love drawing, then just pick subject matter that you really enjoy, that excites you, and just draw that. Um, and again, don't spend too much time trying to find the perfect image. I mean, of course, it's always nice to find higher res images, but other than that, don't waste too much time trying to find the perfect perspective, um, or just the right angle. Just you know, try to draw as much as you can, and that'll really help you level up pretty fast at the. It's I would compare it to like weightlifting. If you go to the gym and you're a beginner, um, pretty much anything you do is going to help you get stronger. And it's just really about showing up and getting that volume of reps and sets. But of course, as you become more seasoned, as you uh, develop more strength and muscle, it actually gets more difficult to once you get at a higher level of performance and strength. It then gets a little more difficult, and then you have to really kind of think a little bit more strategically how you're going to approach your workout. Same thing goes with drawing. If you're more of a beginner, then don't overthink it. Just get the volume in, get the repetitions, the sets, draw as much as you can, and just draw things that you enjoy drawing, and that'll you'll level up fast. And then once you get to a more advanced level, um, then you can start worrying a little bit more about how you structure your drawing. But even then, I think it's always nice to have sessions where you're not overthinking it. You're just kind of enjoying the process of drawing. Um, Anyways, that's it for this video. I really hope um, you found it helpful, and I also wanted to share with you guys that I'm doing a July 4th sale of my tutorials. Uh, I'm going to do a 30% discount um, on my tutorials until the end of the week. Um, I, uh, I hope that helps those who wanted to get the tutorial before, but it wasn't quite within the price range that they were able to afford. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that helps, and hope you have a great week. And until next time, bye.